Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about something profoundly transformative, something that has the power to change the way you experience life and interact with the world. That something is love, specifically the love you give to yourself. The title of our talk is Love Yourself First, and I invite you to open your heart and mind as we explore this vital practice together. Self-love is a concept that can seem elusive, especially in a world that often places value on external achievements and appearances. Yet, at its core, self-love is the most profound and transformative practice we can engage in. It is not merely about feeling good about ourselves in fleeting moments, but about deeply understanding and accepting our worth at a fundamental level. When we talk about self-love, we're referring to a kind of love that goes beyond the superficial. It's about nurturing our innermost being with the same care and compassion we would offer to someone we hold dear. This practice is essential because it influences every aspect of our lives, from our relationships and work to our physical health and emotional well-being. The first step in embracing self-love is recognizing our intrinsic value. Many of us struggle with feelings of inadequacy or unworthiness shaped by past experiences, societal pressures, or negative self-talk. These feelings are often deeply ingrained and can lead to a cycle of self-criticism and self-doubt. To break free from this cycle, it's important to understand that our worth is not contingent on external factors or achievements. It is inherent and unchanging. Imagine for a moment that you are a cherished friend to yourself. How would you speak to this friend? Would you criticize them harshly for their mistakes or shortcomings, or would you offer words of encouragement and understanding? This shift in perspective is crucial. Instead of being your harshest critic, learn to be your own biggest supporter. Treat yourself with the kindness and respect that you would extend to someone you love deeply. One of the most powerful tools in cultivating self-love is the practice of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that challenge and replace negative beliefs. They serve as a way to reprogram our subconscious mind, shifting our internal dialogue from one of self-criticism to one of self-affirmation. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," replace it with, "I am worthy of love and respect." Repeating these affirmations daily helps to reinforce a positive self-image and gradually dismantle negative self-beliefs. However, affirmations alone are not a panacea. They must be accompanied by genuine actions that reflect self-love. This means taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. It involves making choices that honor your well-being, such as eating nourishing foods, getting regular exercise, and setting aside time for rest and relaxation. It also means surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you rather than those who drain your energy or diminish your sense of self-worth. Another significant aspect of self-love is learning to embrace and accept our imperfections. Perfectionism can be a major barrier to self-love. Many of us strive for an unattainable ideal, believing that only by being perfect can we be worthy of love and acceptance. This mindset creates a constant state of dissatisfaction and self-reproach. Instead, recognize that imperfections are a natural part of being human. They are opportunities for growth and learning. By accepting and loving ourselves despite our flaws, we create a more compassionate and authentic relationship with ourselves. Setting healthy boundaries is also a crucial component of self-love. Boundaries are not about shutting others out, but about protecting your own well-being. They help you define what is acceptable and what is not in your relationships and interactions. Setting boundaries means saying no when necessary, prioritizing your needs, and not overextending yourself to please others. It is an act of self-respect and ensures that you are not sacrificing your own happiness and health for the sake of others. Nurturing your inner child is another profound way to practice self-love. Our inner child represents the part of us that retains the innocence, wonder, and emotional needs of our younger selves. Many of us have experienced pain or neglect in our past, and this part of us may still carry those wounds. By nurturing your inner child, you offer yourself the love, care, and comfort that you may have missed out on. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, and speak to yourself with the same warmth and encouragement you would offer a beloved child. This practice helps heal old wounds and fosters a deeper connection with your true self. Lastly, self-love involves a continuous journey of growth and self-forgiveness. It is important to recognize that self-love is not a destination but a lifelong process. We will make mistakes, encounter challenges, and face moments of doubt. The key is to approach these experiences with compassion and understanding. Forgive yourself for past errors and understand that they are part of your learning journey. By releasing guilt and embracing self-compassion, you allow yourself to move forward with greater resilience and peace. In essence, self-love is a powerful, transformative practice that has the potential to enrich every facet of your life. By recognizing your inherent worth, using affirmations to reshape your self-beliefs, embracing your imperfections, setting healthy boundaries, nurturing your inner child, and practicing forgiveness, you create a solid foundation for a fulfilling and joyful life. As Louise Hay eloquently expressed, you have been criticizing yourself for years, and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. Embrace this practice and watch as your life begins to unfold with new possibilities and deeper satisfaction. Affirmations for healing are a powerful tool for transformation and well-being. They are simple, positive statements that we repeat to ourselves to challenge and change negative thought patterns. The core idea behind affirmations is that our thoughts shape our reality. By consciously choosing and repeating affirmations, we can influence our mental, emotional, and even physical states, creating a more positive and empowered experience of life. The process of using affirmations for healing begins with understanding their purpose. Affirmations work by tapping into the power of our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is responsible for many of our automatic thoughts and behaviors, often based on deep-seated beliefs and past experiences. These beliefs can sometimes be limiting or negative, impacting our well-being in various ways. By introducing positive affirmations, we provide our subconscious with new, empowering information that can replace outdated or harmful beliefs. To start effectively using affirmations, it's important to choose statements that resonate deeply with you. Affirmations should be personal, present tense, and positive. For example, instead of saying, "I will not be sick," reframe it to, "I am healthy and vibrant." The latter statement focuses on the desired outcome rather than the absence of something negative, which is crucial for aligning with the energy of what you wish to manifest. Creating affirmations involves identifying the areas in your life where healing is needed. This could be related to physical health, emotional well-being, relationships, or self-esteem. Once you have pinpointed the areas that require attention, craft affirmations that specifically address those needs. For instance, if you're seeking emotional healing, you might use affirmations like, "I am at peace with my past," and embrace the present moment with love and acceptance. Consistency is key when working with affirmations. To effectively reprogram your subconscious mind, repeat your chosen affirmations regularly. This could be done during meditation, as part of a morning routine, or even written down and displayed in a place where you will see them often. The repetition helps reinforce the positive messages and integrates them more deeply into your thought patterns. Affirmations are particularly effective when combined with visualization. Visualization involves imagining yourself experiencing the positive outcomes you are affirming. For example, if your affirmation is about achieving a goal, visualize yourself already living that reality. This combination of affirming and visualizing creates a powerful synergy that strengthens the impact of your affirmations. Another aspect to consider is the emotional connection you bring to your affirmations. Simply repeating words without feeling them may not yield the desired results. To enhance the effectiveness of affirmations, infuse them with genuine emotion. Feel the truth of the affirmation as you say it, allowing yourself to experience the emotions associated with the positive change you're seeking. This emotional engagement helps to create a stronger and more authentic connection to the affirmation. It's also important to address any resistance or doubts that may arise when using affirmations. Sometimes we might feel skeptical or experience inner resistance, especially if the affirmations challenge deeply ingrained beliefs. Acknowledge these feelings without judgment, and gently remind yourself of the purpose of your affirmations. It may take time for your subconscious mind to fully embrace the new beliefs, but persistence and patience are crucial. Affirmations for healing extend beyond just mental and emotional aspects. They can also influence physical health. For instance, if you're dealing with a health issue, affirmations such as "every cell in my body is healthy and functioning optimally" can support your healing journey. While affirmations should not replace medical treatment, they can complement and enhance the healing process by fostering a positive mindset and encouraging resilience. Additionally, affirmations can be tailored to specific healing needs. If you are working through grief, you might use affirmations like, "I honor my feelings and allow myself to heal with grace and patience." For building self-confidence, you could say, "I am confident and capable in all areas of my life." Tailoring affirmations to your specific needs ensures they resonate more deeply and effectively support your healing goals. Incorporating affirmations into your daily routine can gradually shift your mindset and improve your overall well-being. As you continue to practice affirmations, you'll likely notice subtle changes in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. These changes might not always be immediately dramatic, but over time they can lead to profound shifts in how you experience and respond to life's challenges. I remember that the journey of using affirmations for healing is unique to each individual. What works for one person may be different for another, and it's important to find the affirmations and practices that resonate with you personally. Be open to experimenting and adapting your approach as needed. Trust in the process and give yourself grace as you navigate this transformative practice. In summary, affirmations for healing are a powerful method for fostering positive change and enhancing well-being. By choosing affirmations that resonate with you, repeating them consistently, and combining them with visualization and emotional engagement, you can create a supportive and empowering environment for healing. Embrace the practice with patience and persistence, and allow the transformative power of affirmations to support you on your journey to a healthier and more fulfilling life. Embracing your flaws is a crucial aspect of personal growth and self-acceptance. It involves recognizing and accepting the parts of yourself that you might otherwise view as imperfections or shortcomings. This practice is not about resigning yourself to negative traits, but about understanding and integrating them into your self-image with compassion and kindness. Embracing your flaws can lead to profound personal transformation and a more fulfilling life. The journey of embracing your flaws begins with shifting your perspective on what it means to be flawed. Often we view flaws as something to be hidden or corrected, believing that they diminish our worth or value. This mindset can lead to a constant cycle of self-criticism and dissatisfaction. However, by reframing our understanding of flaws, we can begin to see them as natural and integral parts of the human experience. Instead of seeing flaws as failures or deficits, view them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. One important step in embracing your flaws is to practice self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. When you make a mistake or face a challenge, rather than berating yourself, approach the situation with gentleness. Acknowledge your humanity and recognize that everyone has flaws and makes mistakes. By cultivating self-compassion, you create a supportive internal environment that allows you to address and work through your flaws without judgment. It's also valuable to understand that flaws often come with strengths. For example, a tendency to be overly perfectionistic might lead to high standards and meticulous work, but it can also result in unnecessary stress and burnout. By identifying the strengths that accompany your perceived flaws, you can develop a more balanced view of yourself. Embracing these dual aspects of your personality allows you to harness your strengths while working on areas that need improvement. Another aspect of embracing your flaws is to challenge and change the negative self-talk that surrounds them. Negative self-talk can reinforce feelings of inadequacy and perpetuate a cycle of self-criticism. Pay attention to the internal dialogue you have about your flaws and actively work to replace negative statements with more constructive and supportive ones. For instance, instead of thinking, "I'm always failing at this," reframe it to, "I am learning and growing through my experiences." This shift in language can transform how you view and interact with your flaws. Acknowledging your flaws also involves recognizing and accepting them as part of your unique identity. Everyone has their own set of strengths and weaknesses, and your flaws contribute to what makes you uniquely you. Instead of comparing yourself to others or trying to conform to an idealized standard, embrace your individuality. Accepting your flaws as part of your identity helps you build a more authentic and confident self-image. Embracing your flaws does not mean you should ignore or neglect personal growth. It's about finding a balance between accepting yourself as you are and striving for self-improvement. Use your flaws as a starting point for personal development rather than as a source of self-criticism. For example, if you recognize that you struggle with impatience, you might work on developing greater patience through mindfulness practices or setting realistic expectations. This approach allows you to grow and improve while maintaining a compassionate view of yourself. Another key element in embracing your flaws is to seek support from others. Sharing your experiences and vulnerabilities with trusted friends, family members, or a therapist can provide valuable perspectives and encouragement. Sometimes discussing your flaws with others can help you gain insights and realize that you are not alone in facing challenges. Support from others can also reinforce the idea that flaws are a common and accepted part of being human. Incorporating self-reflection into your routine can also aid in embracing your flaws. Regularly take time to reflect on your experiences, challenges, and growth. Journaling, meditation, or simply spending quiet time in contemplation can help you gain clarity and acceptance. Through self-reflection, you can identify patterns and gain a deeper understanding of how your flaws influence your behavior and interactions. This awareness can lead to greater self-acceptance and a more constructive approach to personal growth. Embracing your flaws is also about letting go of the need for perfection. Perfectionism can be paralyzing and prevent you from fully engaging with life. By accepting that flaws are a natural part of the human experience, you release the pressure to be perfect and allow yourself to embrace imperfection as a valuable aspect of your journey. This shift in perspective fosters a greater sense of freedom and authenticity, enabling you to live more fully and confidently. Lastly, remember that embracing your flaws is an ongoing process. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to confront and accept aspects of yourself that you might prefer to ignore. As you continue on this journey, you will likely find that embracing your flaws not only enhances your self-acceptance, but also enriches your relationships and overall quality of life. In summary, embracing your flaws involves shifting your perspective, practicing self-compassion, recognizing strengths that accompany flaws, and challenging negative self-talk. It requires acknowledging flaws as part of your unique identity while striving for personal growth and seeking support from others. Through self-reflection and letting go of the need for perfection, you can cultivate a more authentic and accepting view of yourself. This process leads to greater self-confidence, resilience, and a more fulfilling life, allowing you to embrace and celebrate the entirety of who you are. Setting boundaries is a fundamental practice for maintaining well-being and fostering healthy relationships. It involves clearly defining and communicating your limits to protect your emotional, mental, and physical space. Effective boundary setting not only helps you manage your interactions with others, but also promotes self-respect and personal integrity. The concept of boundaries can be multifaceted, encompassing various aspects such as emotional, physical, and time boundaries. Emotional boundaries involve understanding and expressing your own feelings and needs while respecting the feelings and needs of others. The physical boundaries pertain to personal space and physical interactions, ensuring that you feel comfortable and safe. Time boundaries relate to how you manage your time and commitments, balancing your responsibilities with your personal needs and interests. To begin with, recognizing the need for boundaries is essential. Many people struggle with setting boundaries because they fear confrontation or worry about being perceived as selfish. However, boundaries are not about rejecting or isolating others. Rather, they are about establishing a healthy framework within which relationships can thrive. Understanding that boundaries are a natural and necessary part of any healthy interaction can empower you to set them confidently. One of the first steps in setting boundaries is identifying your own needs and limits. Reflect on areas in your life where you feel overwhelmed, stressed, or unfulfilled. These feelings often indicate that your boundaries may be being violated or are not clearly defined. For instance, if you find yourself consistently feeling drained after social interactions, it might be a sign that you need to set clearer limits around your social time or how much you share with others. Once you've identified your needs, communicate your boundaries clearly and assertively. Effective communication is key to setting boundaries that are respected and understood. Be direct and honest about your limits without being defensive or apologetic. For example, if you need to establish a boundary around work hours, you might say, "I am available to work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and need to keep my evenings free for personal time." Clear communication helps to set expectations and avoid misunderstandings. It's also important to understand that setting boundaries involves both speaking up for yourself and respecting the boundaries of others. When you set your own limits, you also need to honor the limits set by others. This mutual respect fosters healthier and more balanced relationships. For example, if a friend needs time to themselves, respecting their need for space is as important as asserting your own boundaries. Another crucial aspect of boundary setting is learning to say no. Saying no can be challenging, especially if you're accustomed to pleasing others or avoiding conflict. However, saying no is a powerful way to maintain your boundaries and prioritize your own needs. Practice saying no in a polite but firm manner, and remember that you don't owe anyone an elaborate explanation for your decision. For instance, you can say, "I appreciate the invitation, but I'm unable to attend at this time." Simple and clear responses can help maintain your boundaries without causing unnecessary stress. Setting boundaries also involves being mindful of your time and energy. Time boundaries are essential for managing your workload and personal commitments. Evaluate how you allocate your time and consider whether you're overcommitting or spreading yourself too thin. Setting limits on how much time you spend on work, social activities, or other responsibilities can help prevent burnout and ensure that you have time for self-care and relaxation. Additionally, be prepared for resistance or pushback when setting boundaries. Not everyone will respond positively to changes in how you interact or manage your time. Some people might try to test or challenge your boundaries, particularly if they are used to having more control or influence over you. Stand firm in your boundaries and remain consistent in enforcing them. It's important to prioritize your own well-being, even if it means dealing with temporary discomfort or conflict. Self-care is closely linked to boundary setting. By establishing and maintaining boundaries, you create space for self-care practices that nurture your physical, emotional, and mental health. Regular self-care activities such as exercise, relaxation, hobbies, and quality time with loved ones are essential for replenishing your energy and maintaining a balanced life. Boundaries allow you to allocate time and resources to these self-care practices without feeling guilty or overextended. Reflecting on your boundaries and adjusting them as needed is also an important part of the process. Boundaries are not static. They may need to be reevaluated and adjusted based on changing circumstances, relationships, or personal growth. Periodically assess whether your boundaries are still serving your needs and make adjustments as necessary to ensure they continue to support your well-being. In summary, setting boundaries is a vital practice for maintaining a healthy and balanced life. It involves recognizing your needs, communicating them clearly and assertively, and respecting both your own limits and those of others. By learning to say no, managing your time and energy effectively, and embracing self-care, you create a framework that supports your well-being and fosters healthy relationships. Remember that setting boundaries is an ongoing process that requires reflection, adjustment, and a commitment to honoring your own needs. Embracing this practice empowers you to live more authentically and confidently, ensuring that your interactions and commitments align with your values and well-being. Nurturing your inner child is a deeply transformative practice that involves connecting with and caring for the part of yourself that holds the emotions, experiences, and memories of your early years. This inner child represents your most vulnerable, innocent, and authentic self, and nurturing it can lead to profound healing and personal growth. The process is about recognizing and addressing the needs and emotions of your inner child, offering it the love, care, and validation that it may have missed during your formative years. The first step in nurturing your inner child is to acknowledge its existence. This involves understanding that your inner child is not just a metaphor, but a real aspect of your psyche that influences your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Many of the patterns and issues you encounter as an adult can be traced back to unmet needs or unresolved emotions from childhood. By recognizing and validating this part of yourself, you begin to build a foundation for healing and growth. One effective way to connect with your inner child is through self-reflection and mindfulness. Take time to explore your childhood memories and experiences, paying attention to moments that were particularly significant or emotionally charged. This can be done through journaling, meditation, or simply spending quiet time in contemplation. Reflect on how these experiences have shaped your current beliefs, behaviors, and emotional responses. This process helps you gain insight into the needs and feelings of your inner child, allowing you to address them with greater awareness and compassion. Another important aspect of nurturing your inner child is to engage in activities that bring you joy and creativity. Children naturally engage in play and imaginative activities, and incorporating these elements into your adult life can help reconnect you with your inner child. Spend time doing things you loved as a child, whether it's drawing, playing a musical instrument, building something, or simply exploring nature. These activities not only provide enjoyment, but also help to heal and rejuvenate your inner child by reawakening a sense of wonder and creativity. Self-care is a crucial component of nurturing your inner child. This involves taking the time to meet your own emotional and physical needs with kindness and compassion. Just as you would care for a child, ensure that you are attending to your own well-being. This might include setting aside time for relaxation, engaging in activities that make you feel good, and practicing self-compassion. By prioritizing your own needs and treating yourself with care, you create a nurturing environment where your inner child can feel safe and valued. Another effective way to nurture your inner child is through affirmations and positive self-talk. Use affirmations that specifically address the needs and feelings of your inner child. For example, you might say, "I am here for you, and you are loved." Or, "It's okay to feel and express your emotions." These affirmations help to provide reassurance and support to your inner child, reinforcing a sense of safety and acceptance. Consistent positive self-talk helps to counteract negative beliefs and messages that may have been internalized from childhood. Forgiveness is a key element in nurturing your inner child. Often unresolved issues or hurts from childhood can linger and impact your adult life. This might involve forgiving yourself or others for past mistakes or wounds. Recognize that forgiveness is not about condoning or forgetting, but about releasing the emotional hold that past events have on you. By practicing forgiveness, you free yourself from the burden of old hurts and create space for healing and growth. Building a nurturing relationship with your inner child also involves setting healthy boundaries. Just as you would protect and advocate for a child, it's important to protect your own emotional space and well-being. Establish boundaries that allow you to maintain a healthy balance between meeting your own needs and interacting with others. This might involve setting limits on how much time or energy you invest in relationships or activities that drain you. By establishing and maintaining these boundaries, you create a safe and supportive environment for your inner child to thrive. Incorporating rituals and routines into your life can also be beneficial for nurturing your inner child. Create routines or rituals that provide comfort, stability, and joy. This might include having a special time each day for activities you enjoy, creating a calming bedtime routine, or celebrating small achievements with a sense of playfulness. These rituals help to establish a sense of security and consistency, which are important for the well-being of your inner child. Additionally, seeking support from a therapist or counselor can be valuable in nurturing your inner child. Professional guidance can help you explore and address deeper emotional issues and provide tools and strategies for healing. Therapy can offer a safe space to process childhood experiences, work through unresolved emotions, and develop healthier ways of relating to yourself and others. Finally, nurturing your inner child is an ongoing process that requires patience, self-compassion, and commitment. It's important to recognize that healing and growth take time, and that it's okay to have setbacks along the way. Be gentle with yourself and acknowledge the progress you make, no matter how small. By consistently nurturing your inner child, you create a foundation for greater emotional resilience, self-acceptance, and overall well-being. In essence, nurturing your inner child is about connecting with and caring for the part of yourself that holds your early experiences and emotions. Through self-reflection, engaging in joyful activities, practicing self-care, using affirmations, forgiving past hurts, setting boundaries, and seeking support, you can create a nurturing and supportive environment for your inner child. This process leads to profound healing and personal growth, helping you live a more authentic, joyful, and fulfilling life. Embracing growth and forgiveness is a profound journey that intertwines personal development with the release of past grievances. It's about evolving as an individual while also letting go of the emotional burdens that can impede progress and happiness. This process involves both self-reflection and compassion, and it requires an understanding that personal growth and forgiveness are deeply connected, each enhancing the other. The journey of embracing growth starts with a commitment to self-awareness. Personal growth involves recognizing areas where you wish to improve or change. This might be related to your habits, mindset, or behavior patterns. Self-awareness allows you to identify the aspects of yourself that may need transformation. It involves looking inward and assessing your strengths and weaknesses, understanding your values, and acknowledging the areas where you may be holding yourself back. Setting clear goals is an important part of this process. Define what growth means to you and what specific changes you would like to see in your life. Goals could range from developing new skills, improving relationships, or overcoming limiting beliefs. Setting goals provides direction and motivation, helping you to focus your efforts and track your progress. It's also essential to approach these goals with a mindset of curiosity and openness, rather than rigidity. Personal growth is often nonlinear, and being open to learning from setbacks and unexpected outcomes can lead to deeper insights and development. Forgiveness is an integral part of this journey, as it involves releasing past grievances and emotional wounds that can hinder your ability to grow. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as condoning or forgetting the wrongs done to us, but it is more about freeing yourself from the emotional burden of resentment and anger. Holding on to grudges or past hurts can create a heavy emotional load that impacts your mental and emotional well-being, making it difficult to move forward and embrace growth. The process of forgiveness begins with acknowledging and accepting your feelings. It's important to recognize the pain or hurt you have experienced and allow yourself to feel those emotions fully. Suppressing or ignoring these feelings can prevent true healing. By facing your emotions head-on, you create space for understanding and resolution. Forgiveness also involves reframing your perspective on the situation. Instead of focusing on the actions of others, consider how holding on to anger or resentment affects your own life. Shifting the focus from the perpetrator to your own well-being helps you see that forgiveness is ultimately about your personal peace and freedom, not about justifying or excusing someone else's behavior. An effective way to work through forgiveness is through self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend facing a similar situation. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and that holding on to grudges can be more damaging to yourself than to the person you are upset with. Self-compassion helps to soften the emotional burden and facilitates the process of letting go. It's also important to understand that forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation. You can forgive someone and release the negative emotions associated with them without having to continue the relationship. Forgiveness is about releasing the hold that past grievances have on you, and it's possible to do this while maintaining healthy boundaries or even choosing to distance yourself from the person involved. Embracing growth and forgiveness involves developing resilience and a positive mindset. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from challenges and setbacks, and it plays a crucial role in both personal growth and the forgiveness process. Cultivating resilience involves building coping strategies, maintaining a hopeful outlook, and learning from experiences. A resilient mindset helps you navigate the ups and downs of growth and forgiveness with greater ease and confidence. Creating a supportive environment for your growth and forgiveness journey is also essential. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. Positive relationships can provide motivation, feedback, and a sense of community as you work towards personal development and healing. Engaging with supportive individuals can also offer new perspectives and insights, enriching your journey. Self-reflection and regular check-ins with yourself can enhance your process of growth and forgiveness. Take time to periodically review your goals, assess your progress, and reflect on any challenges you may be facing. This practice helps you stay aligned with your objectives and adjust your approach as needed. It also provides an opportunity to celebrate your successes and acknowledge the progress you've made. Lastly, embracing growth and forgiveness is an ongoing journey that requires patience and commitment. Personal development and emotional healing are not one-time events but lifelong processes. Be patient with yourself and recognize that progress takes time. Allow yourself to evolve at your own pace and understand that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. By staying committed to your growth and practicing forgiveness, you create a foundation for a more fulfilling and balanced life. In summary, embracing growth and forgiveness involves a commitment to self-awareness, setting goals, and being open to learning from both successes and setbacks. Forgiveness requires acknowledging your emotions, reframing your perspective, and practicing self-compassion. Building resilience, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and regularly reflecting on your journey are crucial components of this process. By integrating these practices, you foster personal development and emotional healing, paving the way for a more authentic and satisfying life.